Alright everybody, here we are again, and so far we have been just working on that to-do application, like to-do app and all, to-do website you can say. That's not done yet, so we have to still work on that. And the main problem was the model. We have to use the same model for two different things, so we'll have to configure that in the best way possible so that it actually works the way we want. So there are many things that we have to take care of, so without any further delay we will be just starting this particular thing and we'll be doing our best. So let's see how it goes. And let me simply turn these things off. It's actually gonna be like this. So and right now let's simply open VS Code and go ahead. So that's gonna be a kind of auth model, not really auth model, to do model. First one is for creating, second one is for, so this is the basic model that I have. Okay, the most basic ones. Usually this is how we get the models. Now I have to get an auth model, and I have to get ultimately two models. First one is going to be create model, second one is gonna be edit model. Is this possible? Just thinking that I can wrap this model with another one, and then wrapped model will be something that we need. I can actually give it a try. If it actually works, then amazing. What I mean is this: I can actually create a create model.tsx RAFCE, something like this, and then let's check this one. If this works, then another one would definitely work. And now this create model will actually return the model. Got that? Something like this, and this model would have its own values. So just like in here we were doing context model. What is this? Why do I have this? Okay, different types of contexts we have. That's great. And where is the to do page? Well, this is not something we needed. This is not even the project that we were working on. So I had better just remove it from here, and just simply, this is the ecom project. We had better that use the to do one. Let's move it on the left side, on the right side I mean, and let's open that to do application, and that was this one. And the same thing we are gonna do here. That's simply going to be components. We have simply model, and then we can with the help of this model we can create another, that is gonna be create model.tsx ifce, and this is how we have. Then we can simply import a model in here, and then it will have its own children and all. Come on, how can I copy it? It's gonna be something like this. And as for the values of it, so it's gonna be like where are to do's, here are the to do's. This is how it's gonna be taking the values. So let me pass them to input, and button haven't installed model yet. Model is already here, but it needs some properties. Okay, this is the create model. So if it is a create model, then I have to design it as per this create model as the type model, and these basic things are there. Even create to do is here, add to do is here, everything's in here. I can give it proper classes like on click and all. that should also work. Mode is here, not sure how important it's going to be, because mode doesn't play any role over here, so I can just simply remove it. Can I make it like this? Well, guess what, it does work. Props with children, created it. Never imagined that this would also work even if I typed this much props with children, so wow. This react node is not needed. I will have to this is the create model, because this is the create model. Okay, it's gonna be interesting. And right now this is the create, so I don't need to worry about anything. What if it was actually a edit model? In that case I would have to get the values of those, and then I would have to save those values again. Got it? So this is the create model, so it should open in this case, and one more model I have to create, and that's going to be edit model.tsx. It's also gonna be like RAFCE. I can make the things better. I can just simply copy paste the things. Well, they are not exactly going to be the same, but yeah, kind of. Here we have the naming is actually going to be like edit model is the name, and this thing should be removed from here. It should be edit to do. It should be edit to do. Create model. I can just simply write add in here. What is the use of doing extra things? Edit to do is here, then I'm simply adding it in here, and the same thing goes with create model. I'm simply adding the to do's in here, so it's gonna be something like that. And once these two things are ready, then I can simply go to to do section, and instead of writing this whole thing, I can remove it from here, and I can simply write create model. And this create model doesn't really need anything else, because once I click on it, everything's already here. It imports model and then goes with the things. And this is the to do section that we have. And then what is the problem in here? These two imports are not being used. Okay, I am gonna be removing them, something like this. And the one that we have on to do, so this is the model. In here I will have another model, and that's going to be edit model, and it's also going to be like this. Even in here we don't really need to do anything. Everything's already set up in the right way possible. I think so. This is what I think. Let's see how it goes. This is kind of something really strange I've found a way. I hope it's gonna work. Otherwise tomorrow the path that I had, the proper way I was using, that was quite different. I was just sending props to to make sure whether it's edit mode or create mode. In here I have created two different models, but they are using the same model. It's like that. Let's cd front end npm run dev. Someone's knocking the door, so let's see how it goes. So this is it, and right now alrighty, just a sec, hang on for a minute. Okay, by the way, I had to just say something. Never mind, let's go ahead. I have simply turned it on. Let's see whether how's the result we are getting, and whether this is exactly what we needed or not. Okay, here we are. We have to just simply go to do section here. So to do, here we are. Click on it. This is something that we get pretty much okay things. If I click on edit, the exact same thing we are getting. That means something needs to be done. What? Okay, hang on for a sec. If I go This is the open model. Model opens when I click on this button. Okay, and the same thing happens in here. Model opens. So when I click on, as I have created two models, so I should be opening two of them. Two models are created, right? So two of them should be opening. But that's kind of the same model that we are getting from here. So the model is gonna work exactly like this. Once you click on this button, the model should open. This is the model. I had better pass the values from here. These are the value children, and then this is the model. Is model open? This value is directly being imported from here, right? But as I'm using two different models, and this is the main thing, it should actually be imported from the create model or something. Audio current is lower, then okay, never mind. By the way, I'm gonna be using my brain, so I better shut my mouth. Okay, simply let's go do it now.
Close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. chase my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for me. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes feel like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
That's good.
Alright, right now there's this problem that we are facing, that once we click on to do's, okay, we get this page. So create model is only rendered once, but when we talk about to do's, so these all to do's have their own models. So once we click on it, this model is rendered with all the to do's. Ultimately this is what happening, and when as soon as I just click on this edit button, then open model gets true, and when the open model is true, is open model is true, ultimately that property. So ultimately all the edit models are shown, and because of that thing, when we click on to do, so we can still see the background, but when we click on edit, so we can't see the background, because we are getting 1 2 3 4 5 models at once, so one on the top of the other, something like that. So this is the main problem, this is the main thing that's causing the problem. And for now we are gonna just let this thing be like this only. I think it should be enough for now. And as for getting it right, if there are 5 to do's, there are gonna be 5 models, and you just want one model and you want the value to go to that model. This can also be something like this. Wait, what I don't want this model with all the to do's. I just want only one model, or maybe anywhere, it doesn't matter. I just should be able to send the value, because right now this model doesn't need value, but when we edit the model, at that time this would require some value, and once it actually requires some value, so I need to give it the value too, right? So I will be able to send the value for sure, and I'll be able to show that too. For now what I can do, I can give mention one more model here, edit model in here. How will it work? Let me show you this thing too. I'm gonna remove it from here. This way model will be rendered only once. That means we will say see that transparent background. Another problem that we would face, that would have been quite easy in here, that we could easily pass the data, but we'll have to just send the data back to be passed, or we can create a top level context to just get the value. Yeah, context is gonna be the best option for now for the values, and I think it should work fine right now. So let's see, if I click on just to do, it's like this. If I click on edit, it's again like this. So this was the main thing that we were facing, and right now even if I want, I can, where's the model? So in the to do section we are getting both the models together, and they have their own things. If I click on model in here, so I can just remove this gray, keep it to gray, and the color would be like that only. So now if I just go there, I hope I'm audible, right? I have turned the music off. Yeah, I am. So right now if I click on create to do, so we are getting this model, but apart from this thing we are getting the background, like transparent background behind that. And if I click on this cross button, so it will be closed, or if I click anywhere outside the box, so it will be closed automatically. It doesn't matter where I click. The second thing is that now if I click on edit, the same kind of result we are getting, but this time we are getting edit to do. Earlier we were getting like create to do and all, and the functionality is the same. Whether you click on this, it will be crossed, sorry, this one we were talking about, and doesn't matter which edit button you click on, the response is gonna be the same. And if you click just outside it, it will be closed automatically. So this is the overall functionality that we have. And now the next thing is to be able to send requests from front end to back end. Okay, this is the only thing that's remaining, and for this particular thing we are gonna be using recoil, if I'm not wrong. Let me open my notes. Sorry. So let's open this one. There was a framework, I think, that I actually learned, the same thing that I'm gonna be using in here. So I learned it maybe in 12 or something, not here, 15, but it consists the project 11. Okay, so we are actually gonna use recoil. This is the overall idea as how it's being used. I've written many things using this, not many, but few projects using this. So it should be easy. At least I should be able to understand as to how it's used, because it's been around 2 months or something since I actually I will use it for the last time. So I will be going through the notes of mine and then getting the idea how it's used. So ultimately what we have to just keep in mind, we are gonna be using recoil and it's actually being used like this. So let's do it right now only. It could be better actually. So when it comes to recoil, let's simply revise this thing too. So we have this website of recoil too. Okay, these are the nodes, got that. Selector options recoil, we have, I'm saying we, but actually I had to just go through all these things. Never mind, recoil is not quite being used right now. I think it's not, it is kind of not being upgraded. Is recoil is still maintained or something? I don't really think so. Is recoil, no, recoil is no longer actively maintained, has been archived on January 2025. That means this recoil, what is this, what package is not being maintained. So if you are using this, you can use it at your own risk. That is the thing. But anyway, as I used it the last time, I'm gonna be using this again. This may be the last time I'm using recoil for a project, and after that I will be using other softwares which are actually quite popular. Okay, something they are kind of packages, I think. Okay, though the website is up and running, but okay, it's not being maintained. Ultimately, this is the thing. We had to create a portfolio. Okay, never mind. This thing compact. Okay, never mind. This is how mainly in recoil we need two things: atoms and selectors. Atoms are the atomic values type where your values are actually saved. You gotta create some atoms, and then let's see, you create atoms, and selectors can be used for selecting a uh, particular field, I can say. So atoms are created here. Ultimately what you are doing, you are getting the atom, you are giving it a key, and you are giving it the default value, and here you are just only creating one field. You can create many fields inside that, that's up to you. And then once the atoms are created, then we are creating a selector, and once the selector, then we are giving the name for the selector, and then we are getting the values of the atoms, and then we are returning the things, as simple as that. Okay, so and then we are importing recoil root, and then of course we are just wrapping everything with that. That's okay, that would work. What are we doing in here in this side, the app.js6? We are just getting the values using use recoil value, use recoil. Okay, we are using just use recoil values, but there are other things like use recoil state, use set recoil state. So if you just wanna the set value, so you would use this. If you wanna just set as well as value, you would use this, something like this. Kind of really helpful. You can use the memo too in case if it is needed, not needed for now at least. And then these things are done, and this is how you can simply go ahead. So ultimately what you are doing, you are creating an atom notification, atom default, get a sync and all, everything. The default value of an atom, you can get it, you can save the value directly, or you can get it online. Once you want to get the value online at that, in that situation, this particular, ultimately you use a selector if you want to get the value, maybe from a website or a link, through a link. Total notifications, it works well. It's not like it doesn't work even if it's not being maintained, so that's a good thing. Okay, total notification selected, get notifications atom. So if you wanna get the default value, you need selector. If you wanna ultimately create a new field like total notification selector, still you need that. Okay, notifications, these things are okay, these things should work fine. anything else that I actually need, or I would be going ahead simply use require state. This is how it goes. Current to do, items to do, so item family. Okay, family in this case could be really helpful, yeah. Okay, I would actually need to give it some time. Why are we using atom family? To do is atom family, to do ID. With the help of that ID, you have to find the to do. To do is to find and all. There's another thing that is that can be called other packages. I forgotten even the name. First one is required. Second one could be state management packages in React. So yeah, we can use Redux, we can use do stand, we can use require. So these are the things that I've used so far. And our main focus is working on this project using require. Then maybe later we'll use do stand and Redux. They are okay, not bad. Question is how many things are gonna be inside that. I had better just look at some of the examples right now. Frankly speaking, until unless I actually have the look at the code, I won't get the idea how it's used. So require npm installation of require, and even I'm not gonna be working on this thing right now. I will just explore it for now. Once I've got the idea, then I will work on it later. So okay, this is not really a big thing. You can just simply install it and go ahead and get started. Let's see what we get. Import require, atom selector and all these are the things that first of all you have to just wrap it with require. Once it's done, you have to create an atom. Once the atom is created, default value you can unique ID with respect to other atoms in default value of initial value. You can give it the default value test state. Okay, in our to do section there are many to dos ultimately. So I have to create an atom called to dos, and that to dos would have all the to dos, and those to dos are gonna come from the backend. This is also a thing. That means we will have to use selector. Current, this thing is okay. Things are pretty much okay. Okay, not bad. Selector represents price or derived state. Okay, if you wanna get a derived state, suppose you have many fields and including them you want to get something, or by modifying them you want to get a field, then you can use selectors. So char count, get okay, selector is used like this, not a big problem. We can just simply go ahead and then tutorial, come on, atom, like this atom actually contains, this is the atom of a to-do list. Okay, so to-do list state that we are getting here using an atom, and the value is default. We can give it some value too, even mainly if we are working on a front end as well as back end. So this particular value will get it will be here from the backend side, so it will be sent here. And then most of the things are okay. Okay, add item. Once you have created an atom, then all these values you have to just list here to do list state, and whether you wanna set the value, you wanna get the value, all the things will be all kinds of what can I say, setters and getters will be given by require itself, so you don't need to worry about anything. This way it actually becomes easy actually. So I think I should get going and simply explore it now. What time is it? 52. Or I'm just gonna take a break for a while, and after coming from there I will be working on it. The process is pretty simple. You have to create an atom. Once the atom is created, I don't really think that I have to create any selector for now. Atom is gonna be enough for me. Atoms are gonna contain to-dos. Once I've got the to-dos, I will just simply show them, and this is how it's gonna be simply going ahead. So yeah, things are quite easy, at least this time, and It's not like everything's like as simple as it seems to be. No, not really. But yeah, it's not that difficult to. You can actually, once this thing is created, atom is created, you can create selectors for some derived value if you want, and this is how you can just simply go ahead, and the remaining things are same. So when it comes to derived values to use, you can filter to do list. You simply get to do list, use filter to do list. Okay. Ultimately, you can get the filtered value using selectors, and only when that value changes, something happens. So mainly it is used for handling the re-rendering process in the right way. If something actually changes, then only uh, it's gonna render the page. And the another thing is that suppose I have to-dos and ultimately tasks title, and then I have description, and if any one of them would change, then the whole application will re-render. And what I want, that if title changes, title should re-render. If description changes, description should re-render. That means I will have to derive these values. This application can always be better, no doubt. This is how we are gonna be going ahead, and this is the item show all to-do list filter. This is the filter to-do list get. We are getting the values, we are getting the state. Once we have this, we are showing this or this or this, something like this. Okay, and once this actually changes, the value of it is going to re-render. In our case, if to-do changes, should a description re-render, or if description changes, should a to-do re-render? Okay. Our main focus is going to be making it really simple, at least right now. Once this thing is ready, like the front end and back end, both of them are ready, then if needed, we will figure the things out and we will try to add some more things. For now, this is how we are gonna be going ahead. So ultimately everything's clear, and recoil, this thing will be done. Let me install recoil on the front end side. Let it be 1 hour. At least I should sit here for 1 hour, and then I can just leave and do the stuff. npm install recoil. Okay. I have to create an atom. I've even made some projects using this, so I can just take the help of that too, like exactly see how the things are being used. So let's go to that class. That was, I think, day 11, yeah, exactly. This is how it was used, trying to source. Then I created the store. Inside that I created items, and then the item. So this is kind of the structure. I think the same thing would be given here. If I click on this, then I should be shown the right way. Basic tutorial, intro, atoms. Okay, no one said core concept. No one is actually guiding. Guides. Insane, but never mind. Oh, guess what? I can just simply create it on my own. I can just simply create this store. Oh, come on, the name should be store. Yes, it is mainly going to be used for state management. If we are getting the data, what we have to render, how we have to render, how often do we have to render. A store, inside it, it will have items. once we have atoms, we can actually create to-do atoms or something like this. To-do.js. This is actually gonna be TS. Counter.js is this one, and then we have this. We have actually created this, something like this. The same thing we can do in here. So import require. Okay. Import. What are we gonna import for now? Atoms, I think. Atom. Require, we can actually import it from here once we have the atoms. Item is defined but never used. Okay, then we have to use this. Question is, how is this actually used? So export const counter atom. I need a to-do's atom. I will have to create an atom and I would have to give it the values. The first one is gonna be default value, and then that's gonna be the message. So let's simply give the key. First of all, the key is gonna be to-do's atom, something like this. The name can be better, I will make it better for sure. And the default value. Firstly, the default value is gonna come from the backend. For now, it's gonna be like this. So this is something that I created, kind of a state. It is actually a state management library. So it is like a state. All the things like setters and getters will be provided by it only. And that's it. We don't really need to worry about anything. And the most important thing, let's consider the naming in mind. The naming should be like this. Where is that? To-do list. Okay, to-do list. I can make it to-do list item. Okay. Intro. Selectors. Things are okay. Even if I'm naming it to-do's atom, that's amazing. To-do's atom and the default value. Here we will have to use a selector and then get the values from the packet. Something like this. For now, I can just simply make it a easy peasy to just make sure whether we are able to go through the things properly or not. And once we are getting it, then we'll be able to send the requests to the backend and done. Quite bulky things, like many things we have to do. We have to send many requests. Are we actually going to create functions for that? I don't think so. For requests, we can directly send them. I will have to actually look at the project that's actually been used on a full stack project using require. Then I would be able to have a better idea, because there are many ways to get the same thing done. I'm just trying to find out the best way. Alright, by the way, that was it for now. I'm gonna be catching up very soon. Until then, yeah, bye bye, take care, and I'll try to be back as soon as possible. And there's one thing, yeah, it's getting really hard to just study for longer time, like periods, especially nowadays. So this is in my mind, and I'm gonna be doing something or the other regarding it for sure. Until then, until something actually gets done, you just take care of yourself. Bye bye.